Our story starts with our protagonist named Inho, looking at his computer screen. On the screen of our main character there is cryptograph which is sharply going down. Our hero sees this as the perfect timing to invest in crypto. Immediately after he sees this tempting opportunity, he picks up his phone and sends texts in some group chat that it is perfect timing to invest. Immediately after he sends the text, he notices two people has already read the message. He thinks to himself, such a great friend he is, and they should be thankful that they know him. But no one cares about his messages, instead they continues to mock him. After our hero sees those messages, he thinks they are losing this great opportunity and calls them pathetic bastards. Then he continues to pick a cigarette from his packet and contacts someone. Scene shifts to a luxurious apartment, we see a macho guy sleeping, after that he gets a notification on his phone. He answers the incoming call. Scene again shifts to our hero, who directly starts the conversation with, if he has some money. This another guy replies that he has money but not for him. And asks if he is going to spend it all on crypto again and asks him to get a grip. Inho looking again at the sharply declining crypto graph, asks one final time if he really doesn't have anything to spare. The other guy replies that he don't, but he knows a place where you can make money. Inho, our main character asks, what kind of place? To which the other guys replies, is he good at drinking? This question surprises our main character and Inho asks the other guy if he is talking about alcohol. The scene shifts tonight to another part of the city. We see the Rising Moon Club which is crowded. The club opens at 9:30. The girls who were standing near the club were asked to get lined up. We see our main character dressed up and wondering why he is at a club, while admiring beautiful girls near him. A couple of minutes later, a suited guy approaches our main character and asks if he is Choi Inho, to which our character replies with yes. To which suited guy responds with they have been waiting for him and asks to follow him inside. Next we see our main character following the man in the nightclub, and wonders what he is doing in a nightclub. While he was wondering, this suited guy opens the door for Inho, and we see a blonde woman with long bangs. As soon as the woman sees Inho, she approaches him and continues to look at him. Our main character, surprised by this, asks what is she doing. The woman says he is lacking. Even after the absence of specific qualifications, the guard informs him that he can leave his belongings behind, and our protagonist is handed a questionable work uniform. Inho notices the peculiar wording on his dress immediately and tries to understand its significance. While changing into his uniform, the girl informs him of the Met's rule prohibiting the use of real names. As he continues to dress, he learns that his badge now bears his assigned name. Despite initial thoughts, he finds the environment less objectionable than he anticipated. Exiting the locker room, he tries to grasp the nature of his new job. While following the guard, he observes a suspicious individual and is later assailed by a foul odor. Upon entering a room, he witnesses men and women engaging in suspicious games, with a woman in pink hair particularly captivating his attention. She is playing game with a guy, and keeps begging him to play harder. Before he can comprehend the scene, the door abruptly shuts, and he is questioned about his observations. Sensing the need for discretion, he denies seeing anything and then Inho is warned against making errors. As they proceed, the guard emphasizes the importance of forgetting what he witnesses. Passing through another door, Inho finds himself in a VIP room surrounded by attractive individuals. But among all, his eyes caught onto an individual lady with big heart. He thinks to himself that she looks better than most of the actresses. Suddenly another woman asks Inho if he knew. And then offers a huge tip to the person who brought him. Inho thinks if he is a host now. And proceeds to curse the friend who suggested this. A girl tells him that everyone here is a newbie and haven't been here for more than a month. Inho thinks whatever, if it wasn't for crypto he wouldn't be here. Now our big-hearted queen grabs a bottle of wine and asks a girl about her age. The new girl says she is 21. Now the question turns to our protagonist. He says he is 23. He is actually 25, but he thought, maybe being young has more advantages in this profession. The big-hearted girl then pours lots of ice and wine in a big bucket and tells all the newbies, it's their gift from her and they can have as much as they want. Everyone is stunned by this. But we see this Chad right here is more interested in milk than wine. He is truly a noble soul. The first girl comes forward and starts to drink wine but she stops at a point. The milk lover dude shouts that she is a softie, and people are not impressed. Then, people start to take turns and we see our hero wants to leave already, but it's too late now. Now the girl in red dress comes forward and only drinks one glass of wine and says that is it. People shout that it was not impressive at all, and our protagonist thinks, is she even trying to impress? Now it is our hero's turn to come forward and do something to impress. Everyone is looking at him because of last girl. He acknowledges that he doesn't have a big heart like most of the girls. He will have to do something to impress everyone. He takes the entire bucket and gulps it down in one go. He says to himself that the most important thing to impress someone is to not be scared of embarrassment. Everyone cheers for our protagonist and then he goes and sit down with the big-hearted girl. The girl asks Inho if he always drinks like that, to which Inho replies it was his first time. She asks his name. Inho remembers that he can't go by his real name, but still replies, Choi Inho, while lighting her cigar. She asks what made him come here. Inho tells her, he needs money. But suddenly this busty beauty jumps onto our hero and asks him if he want to do something fun. Her kitty is rubbing against Red Bull of our hero. She tells him to not think too much about all this. She asks him if he wants to play a game with her, which will offer him more money than this job. She is all over our hero and making Susie gestures. Drop a like and comment if you want part 2. Subscribe so you don't miss part 2.